Hi, in this week's video, I'm going to be comparing this, the Hydrow, to this, a DIY premium home setup. We all know this, don't we? The Concept 2, a fantastic rower. I'm going to give you a quick overview of how I put this together, as well as comparing the setup costs, but more importantly, the costs over 3 years of ownership. We'll also look at the interface on the two, just to see the comparisons there. And at the end of this video, I will tell you why, after building this premium DIY setup, that I'm now going to be selling most of this equipment at a loss, because ultimately, I ended up with this. Let's get cracking. So first of all, let's start with the equipment. With a Hydrow, you just buy a Hydrow. This is all the equipment. For my DIY setup, I've got a 32-inch TV, I've got a mid-height TV stand, I've got an Apple TV down there, and an iPhone which I'm using to screencast, and I've also got the Concept 2 rower here. I'll link to all of these in the description if you want to buy any of these items. A simpler option would just be to put your phone on there. When you buy a Concept 2, it comes with a phone holder. I also use one of these, so if I'm out and about doing a Hydrow workout, you can buy these. I think I got this from Etsy. It's basically a 3D printed iPad holder. This is an iPad 7, I think, but you can also fit a pretty big tablet on there. Nowhere near as big as the Hydrow screen, but pretty good if you're out and about. I think both of these machines are great. I've only got good things to say about both of them. If the Concept 2 rower is very good, then the Hydrow is excellent. It's just a lot smoother, it's slicker, it just feels like a much more premium piece of fitness equipment. But that's not to take anything away from the Concept 2. I've done loads of rowing on Concept 2s over the years, and they are very good machines. It's just this is better. When it comes to the subscription cost, with the Hydrow, it's $38 a month. However, if you're using the app, which I'm using on the TV here, that's only $19.99 a month. So quite a big difference in price. You do get a little bit more kind of back-end data and community with the actual Hydrow, but all the data that you can see here, which is your splits, etc., you're just going to get on the Concept 2 anyway. If you're new to rowing or coming back to rowing, then it really, I like working out. I work out 4 or 5 times a week. And what I've noticed is the change in my body from rowing over the last sort of 6 months or so, as actively rowing a lot more than I was before. It's been noticeable. I also like a Peloton. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I like Peloton. I love Peloton. However, when it comes to bang for your buck, you get a lot more from rowing. It's more of an all-over workout than cycling is. When it comes to screen quality, the Hydrow has a good screen. It's 1080p. Like most fitness equipment, I would like them to be 4K, but they all seem to be 1080p. And for your DIY setup, it depends on what you put here, I guess. So I think an iPad will give you just as good a quality image. This TV screen does seem to be brighter than the Hydrow screen, and this is the same workout. The colours just seem to be a little bit more vibrant, but what you might not be able to see is they're actually a little bit washed out. I think I need to change some of the settings on that one. One thing I do love about the Hydrow though is when you switch it on, you don't have to navigate through a load of workouts, and this feature just saves me ages, because when I'm picking workouts, I just seem to take a good 10 minutes just trying to find one I like, the right length, the right music, etc. What Hydrow does is it looks at what you've done, and then when you switch it on, it suggests the workout you should do. And I would say more than 9 times out of 10, it's the exact workout I was probably going to do anyway. So this saves a lot of time. With the app, you still have to go through the normal filtering. Using the app is quite a bit more clunkier. You just need to turn it round and then screencast it. And once it's screencasting, you just need to turn the subtitles off unless you want them on. And then adjust the sound, because when you have the sound on, the music's too much. So you just need to select from here which one works best for you. They all do different things. So one is a mixture of 50% music, 50% instructor. The next will be more music, less instructor, more instructor, less music, and then no music. This is because Hydrow don't have an app for Roku, Amazon Prime or Apple TV, and until that comes, or if it comes, it's just a little bit clunky getting going, but once you're in, as you can see, it's fairly easy. The cost to buy a Hydrow is generally around 2,000 or maybe a little bit less. I really like this Hydrow, as you can probably tell. I'll put a link in the description if you do buy one, which will take you to their best price on their website. In addition to that, it also helps support the channel, so thanks if you do that. So the rower is about 2,000, around that, and then the subscription is 38 a month. So that means over a 3-year period, you're looking at about £3,400 for the Hydrow and the subscription. For this premium DIY setup here, the total cost for that was £1,300. For the rower, basically everything you see, I didn't have any of this equipment. And the subscription over 3 years is £720. So that makes the cost of this about £2,040 over 3 years. So £3,400 compared to £2,040. It is a saving of about a third, if not a bit more. Of course, if you've got parts of this equipment already, then your saving could be even greater. However, if you're anything like me, then this could all be a false economy. Maybe it's because I'm a child in a middle-aged man's body, I don't know, but there was just a nagging. I was really happy with this. I did about 25 rows, but there was just a nagging in the back of my mind that just said, get a Hydrow. And this has happened to me before. When I started cycling, I set up a DIY Peloton style setup, saved myself a fortune. But after 50 rides, I bought a Peloton and had to sell all the other equipment off at a loss, which is what I'll be doing with this rower and the equipment here. I also did the same with the air conditioning in this gym. So I bought a DIY install kit, which saved me £1,000. It broke down after 6 months. The warranty wasn't worth the paper it was written on, and ended up paying an installer a couple of £1,000s to put a replacement in, therefore losing £1,000. So I'll be interested to see what you decide to do. Trying to save money always works for me in the short term, but then ultimately I end up getting the real thing, and I've wasted money because it's cost me more. My barrier of entry is now more because I've got a load of stuff I've got to get rid of and deal with stupid questions on eBay, like, will you take £1 for it? Well, let me know how you get on, and I hope you found this video useful. Until next time, see you soon.